Hello, my name is Stephen Miller. I am the Data and Assessment Coordinator for the Green Bay Area Public School District. The purpose of this presentation is to share changes in the accountability system in Wisconsin and the new school report card format. As I move through this presentation with you, I want to provide an analogy regarding some of the changes. The analogy is related to shoe shopping. We know that if you buy a pair of shoes here in the United States in a size 10, it would be the equivalent of buying a size 40 to 41 of the same shoe in Europe. Keep in mind that while your foot has not changed, the system for measuring and reporting out the findings has. We will still be focusing on raising achievement, and we are committed to closing achievement gaps in Green Bay. The gaps are the same, but our system for communicating those gaps has changed. The 2012-2013 school year will bring many exciting changes to your child's learning. This year will also bring changes to the way schools themselves are evaluated by the state. This October, the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction will issue a school report card for our schools and for every public school in Wisconsin. The school report card, using multiple measures of student learning, will provide valuable guidance on how our school is doing and where it can improve. The new report cards will help all Wisconsin public schools get a better picture of how they help students learn, advance to the next grade, and prepare to graduate ready for college, career, and the community. In addition to an overall index scores, report cards feature 5 rating categories, 4 priority areas, 3 student engagement indicators, and 2 additional pieces of information. The school report cards are just one part of a new statewide accountability system for schools. To develop the system, DPI worked closely with parents, educators, and members of the business community. The governor, state superintendent, legislative leaders, and the U.S. Department of Education also helped shape the new accountability system. This system and the report cards will grow and develop in future years. There are 4 priority areas identified by the state: student achievement, student growth, closing gaps, and on-track and post-secondary readiness. Schools that exceed expectations would be looked at by the state as sites for recognition and replication. Schools that meet expectations would be expected to continue local improvement efforts. Schools that fail to meet expectations would receive additional assistance. The first priority area is student achievement and may include up to 3 years of scores in math and reading on the state assessment. This area is designed to compare a school's students' level of knowledge and skills with state academic standards. Let's try it again. The Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction has established new performance standards, or CUT scores, for the WKCE reading and mathematics content areas based on the National Assessment of Educational Progress, otherwise known as the NAEP. The new CUT scores reflect higher performance benchmarks that align with college and career CUT scores from the NAEP assessment. For example, what was once the proficient CUT score for 10th grade reading, a 503, is now the proficient CUT score for 5th grade. Required scores for proficiency in math have increased as well, though not by as much in the earlier years. As you can see, the former score of 438 was proficient for 4th grade in the past. It is now the required performance level for 3rd grade students. Our district has responded to this increased level of rigor by implementing a common core curriculum in English and mathematics. The important thing to keep in mind is that our students are still continuing to learn and grow. It is the bar or measuring stick that will be used to assess that growth, which has been raised. The second priority area identified by the state is student growth. Student growth may include up to 3 years' worth of scores in reading and math. Student growth is a single measure that summarizes how rapidly students are gaining knowledge and skills from year to year. Student growth focuses on the pace of improvement in students' performance, and student growth treats all improvement, regardless of a student's starting point, as positive. The student growth model rewards schools where students are making progress toward higher performance levels. such as schools showing rapid upward movement or schools that are maintaining high performance. The system penalizes schools where students are regressing toward performance below the proficient level. The third priority area, identified on the new state report card, is closing gaps. This area features 2 years' worth of scores and provides a measure that corresponds with the statewide goal of having all students improve while narrowing the achievement and graduation gaps. Students with disabilities, English language learners, and low-income students are compared against their complementary or comparison groups. A supergroup is used when a single cell does not meet the cell size requirement of 20. Black students, Hispanic students, Asian or Pacific Islander students, and American Indian students are compared against white students for accountability purposes. The fourth and final area identified on the new state report card as a priority area is on-track and post-secondary readiness. This features graduation rate, attendance rate, 3rd grade reading achievement, 8th grade math achievement, and or ACT participation and performance. This will give schools an indication of how successfully students are achieving educational milestones that predict post-secondary readiness. There are 3 student engagement indicators. The first student engagement indicator is test participation rate greater than 95%. The second student engagement indicator is an absenteeism rate less than 13%. The final student engagement indicator is dropout rate, which must be less than 6%. Additional data included in the new school report card are school information and WSAS trends. Under school information, you will find grades taught at the school type, enrollment, race and ethnicity percent, students with disabilities percent, economically disadvantaged percent, and limited English proficiency percent. The WSAS trend tables provide a 5-year, grade-specific history of the percent of a school's students who were at least proficient in reading and mathematics as measured by the Wisconsin Knowledge and Concepts Examination and the Wisconsin Alternate Assessment for Students with Disabilities. So you may be asking yourself, what does this mean? The overall goal of the accountability system is to help provide direction to support Wisconsin schools so that all our students graduate college, career, and community ready. As previously described, based on the accountability score and the indexed, a balanced look at school effectiveness and performance from multiple perspectives is possible. These include student achievement, student growth, closing achievement gaps, and ensuring that our students are on track to graduation and ready for post-secondary success. So what are our next steps? Under the leadership of the school board and Superintendent Langenfeld, the Green Bay Area Public School System is already moving in the direction for all students to graduate college, career, and community ready. In this school year, we are addressing those needs by implementing Common Core Standards, state standards curriculum to support the increased rigor required to be successful. This includes an Algebra Bridge course, which is providing students and teachers with the additional time and transition modules to move students from current standards to the new level of rigor. The Gradual Release of Responsibility instructional framework has been rolled out. The district is rolling out the one-to-one technology initiative in 6th and 9th grade to increase student engagement and collaboration. Middle school and high school English language arts, mathematics, and technology coaches are being established in each building to support teachers with the integration of the new standards and instructional framework. Over the next 2 years, We are planning for the implementation of disciplinary literacy and content standards to ensure that students have authentic opportunities to read and write as scientists, engineers, and historians do in the field. We are rolling out common assessments to determine the student need for interventions and enrichment opportunities. We are looking at standards-based grading to communicate throughout the year on student progress with the standards. We are implementing elementary keyboarding to assist students in communicating their knowledge and ideas using technology at the level required to be successful on the Smarter Balanced Assessments coming out in the 2014-2015 school year. For additional information, please feel free to contact me, Stephen Miller, at the Green Bay Area Public School District, or you can log on to the DPI website included at the end of this presentation. Thank you and have a great day.